Namaste children. So today we will start with the next topic, that is microbes used as biofertilizers. Now all of you know that the chemical fertilizers, they cause harm to the environment. Okay, chemical fertilizers, they cause harm to the environment. Now, an alternative method is to use biofertilizers for the increasing demand of crops or agriculture. Okay, so biofertilizers are actually the organisms which are used as the fertilizers. Means why they are used as the fertilizers? Because they increase the nutrient content of the soil. Why they are known as the biofertilizers? Because the organisms which increase the nutrient content of the soil, they increase the nutrient content and they reduce, or you can say minimize, the environmental hazards. Environmental hazards. Now we will explain this with some examples. We will do some examples, like first is Rhizobium bacteria. Rhizobium bacteria, it shows symbiotic association. It shows symbiotic association with the root nodules of leguminous plants. Leguminous plants. Okay. Now all of you know that what is a symbiotic association, in which both the organisms, they will get mutual benefit. Means they get benefit from each other. Okay. So Rhizobium bacteria, it is present in the root nodules of the leguminous plants. Now Rhizobium, they fix the nitrogen, means they fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrates, which can be easily taken up by the plants, because the atmospheric nitrogen, that cannot be utilized by the plants, so they used to take the nitrates. So Rhizobium bacteria, they help in fixing the nitrogen for the plants. Now next is that what does the leguminous plants, they provide the Rhizobium bacteria? They provide shelter and food. They provide shelter and food to the Rhizobium bacteria. So this is the first example. Now second is some free living bacteria that are also, means some free living microorganisms that are also present in the soil. So like Azospirillum, Azotobacter, these are the free living microorganisms which are present in the soil, and they are also responsible for fixing the nitrogen. They fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, so these are the symbiotic association, means this Rhizobium bacteria, it is present in the symbiotic association, but these organisms that are present freely in the soil, and they help in fixing the nitrogen. Now next example we will take from the genus Glomus, that is Mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza fungi. Mycorrhiza fungi, they show association with the roots of higher plants. They show association with roots of higher plants. And these mycorrhiza, they are also present in the symbiotic association with the roots of the higher plants, and they belong to genus Glomus. Okay. Now, what benefits they provide to each other? Mycorrhiza fungi, what are the benefits they provide? They absorb phosphorus from the soil. They absorb phosphorus from the soil and provide it to the plants. Okay. And second is they make plants tolerant to drought and salinity. How the plants they become tolerant to drought and salinity? Means those plants which are present in the mycorrhizal association with the fungi, because the fungi it increased the absorption of the water and mineral content from the soil. So in this manner the plants they become more tolerant to drought. Okay. Now next is it increased in the growth, and it helped in increase in the growth and development of plant. Growth and development of plant. Okay. So these are some benefits that the mycorrhizal association, means the mycorrhiza fungi, it provides to the roots of the higher plant. And in return, the roots of the higher plant, means the higher plant, what they provide? They provide the carbohydrates. They provide carbohydrates to the mycorrhiza in return. Now next we will discuss about the cyanobacteria, that how the cyanobacteria they act as biofertilizers. Cyanobacteria as biofertilizers, they are also known as blue-green algae. They are also known as blue-green algae. Okay. Some examples are there like nostoc, Anabaena, oscillatoria. Nostoc, Anabaena and oscillatoria. So these microorganisms, they are responsible for fixing the nitrogen. They help in fixing the atmospheric nitrogen, and they are present in the aquatic as well as the terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, means as in the aquatic as well as in the terrestrial ecosystem. And in case of paddy, in paddy crops, blue-green algae, they add organic matter to the soil, and in this manner it increases the fertility. So these biofertilizers, means the organisms, they enrich the soil with nutrient, means they increase the nutrient content of the soil, and they reduces the environmental hazards. They reduces the use of the chemical fertilizers, and in result it reduces the environmental pollution.